RE&F wants to make employees great by providing great work experience. RE&F will push through barriers to really do whatever is right for our employees.
A little over a year ago, I got diagnosed with a form of leukemia. I was on a couple high-risk drugs as part of my treatment. The morning of the incident was a Monday morning. It started just like any other. I had a meeting at 9 o'clock that morning with one of my colleagues. I was sitting at my desk. He was standing behind me. We were looking at my computer screen. We were trying to prioritize a list of things we needed to get out that day. And at that point, I basically passed out.
Jeff sits about 3 offices down from me. I had just sat down and heard somebody yelling for help.
One drug had caused the electrical system in my heart to go haywire.
Found Jeff slumped back in his chair, head back. Took his pulse both on his wrist and his neck, couldn't find a pulse, couldn't find any breathing. I had started chest compression, started CPR with Jeff. When we had somebody on the phone with the 911 dispatch center, we said we're with Microsoft in Redmond Town Center, Building 5. They took that to be we're in Microsoft Building 5. So the first ambulance actually arrived to main campus on their way to Building 5 before we knew that wasn't the correct location.
Beyond 3 minutes, every minute delay, you have a 10% less chance of survival. So Microsoft wanted to be an industry leader and make sure that we deploy AEDs in our campus.
It analyzes the heart's rhythm and, if needed, delivers an electrical shock to establish an effective heart rhythm.
We had to make sure that health and safety committee is on board with our proposal. So we had to really build up this solid business case to justify the need and make sure that there's no way Microsoft is at risk or employees have any liability. When we look at our stats around the campus, that it was always like 7 minutes to 10 minutes for emergency services to show up. We unanimously got approval to go ahead with this change.
The Microsoft employees have this tremendous can-do, run towards a fire attitude. We had 2 or 3 people in the hall run downstairs and grab the AED from the lobby. The AED we had on in 5 or 6 minutes and did the first shock, did compressions for probably another 2 or 3 minutes, did a second shock. The system detected that a pulse was starting to return. The fire department showed up. 2 or 3 minutes in, I had this feeling of euphoria where I knew he was going to be okay. He was in the stretcher, awake and alert, giving a thumbs up on the way out. Everybody was just thrilled.
Can I say for certain, hey, if the AED hadn't been there, would you still be alive? I personally don't believe I would be.
Jeff came and spoke about his experience to all RE&F employees. When the story was told, everybody got very emotional. His story really validated the effort that RE&F took to deploy AEDs in our Microsoft campus.
We have around 130 AEDs on campus. We are expanding the program to 300 AEDs. We will be installing 1 AED on every floor in the Puget Sound campus by the end of the fiscal year.
So we are trying to figure out a location tracking device in the AED to make sure that we are able to track the exact location of deployments for us to easily communicate that to emergency services when they show up at the front door. Microsoft empowers every person on earth to do more. Here at RE&F, we want to empower our employees to do more.